Hello, my name is HAPruitt and I'm the author of the Anelthalien series, and in this video I'm going to tell you about the revised edition of the Anelthalien series, the revised edition of the first book in the Anelthalien series, Anelthalien. I revised the first book, make it better, take out the commas that shouldn't be there, put in the commas that should be there, update the illustrations, and so I'm going to tell you about it. What I did is in another video about the cover, if I remember I will link it in the description. It got an updated cover, updated illustrations. The story is basically absolutely the same. There are some tweaks because, big tears. I finished writing the series. There are 8 books in the series, officially. I finished writing the series and I'm so sad. So sad I'm done writing the series. But there are 8 books and I made some tweaks in some of the chapters just dependent on the full story, but like to just the casual reader, you're probably not gonna notice the changes. And if you do, that's awesome. I'm super happy that you do notice them. So there's just a little bitty bits changed, but it's updated, it's so much better. And I'm so excited and I have so much to tell you. I'm gonna try not to ramble. Okay, I want to read you the blurb, so in case you don't know anything about Anelthalien, this gives you an idea. If you ever wanted something different, Anelthalien is waiting. When Kindle finds a necklace that transports her to a land called Anelthalien, all she wants is to return home. Soon, though, Kindle meets the odd yet kind Sifra, who call her a hero and hint that the necklace carries more than a painting of a little golden dragon. After 3 others who have similar necklaces join Kindle, the Sifra lead them to a farmer who holds secrets from times altered out of Anelthalien's memory. As the farmer links Kindle and the 3 others to the past, my not-for-sale band is in the way. Kindle's... I'm so sorry. I wanted to have my author copy here today. It has been delayed for 5 days, and so I have been delaying this video for 5 days, but it's the last day to make it. Okay, as the farmer links Kindle and the 3 others to the past, Kindle, I'm sorry, I can't read this line. It's something like Kindle realizes that her hope of going home may not happen soon or at all. In fact, when Kindle, Tad, Ella, and Andrew set out on a journey to remind and warn Anelthalien of the evil it has ignored, they realize that the necklaces have tied them to not only an almost forgotten past, but a gilded present and possibly disastrous future. So basically, Anelthalien is a portal fantasy. These 4 teenagers from, well, 3 from our world, 1 from Anelthalien, go to Anelthalien, and they have, all 4 have these necklaces, and they don't know what's up, but these Sifra people call them heroes, and they start trying to figure out what that means, and they get sent around to different people, and they slowly learn about what these, they don't fully learn in Anelthalien what these necklaces are, but they start gaining an understanding of what they are and what it means, why they're in Anelthalien, and it's kind of like a save the world story. They're gonna have to save the land. I want to say so much more, but I can't spoil things. But that's what this book is about. They get to Anelthalien, start figuring things out, start off on their journey across Anelthalien to save the land. And it's super fun. It's just like, it's like Chronicles of Narnia feel, but with teenagers from modern times. They don't say hang it all. Tad says this is stupid and I'm leaving. Like I said, I'm excited and I'm all over the place and I'm sorry. And also my baby's all over the place. But we're going to make it through. Okay, so if you like the Chronicles of Narnia, if you like fantasy, if you like clean fantasy, if you like portal fantasy, if you like Christian fantasy, this book is for you. It's a great book. And so it is available now. You can go to Amazon. It's only on Amazon. I did that on purpose. It's only on Amazon. If you want a copy, just like from me, I guess we can set that up. You can message me or something. But it's on, please, my baby. My baby has been a mess all day, and he's continuing to be a mess. But we are at the 11th hour of making this video. The ebook is $2.99 on Amazon. That's the price. That's the lowest I could make it. And I made it a low price, not because like, it pained me to make it that low of a price. I wanted to make it so much higher because I put so much hard work into this book, revising it, like doing it the first time and then doing it all over again. So much hard work. I've spent so much time doing this, and it pained me to make it so low. But it didn't pain me to make it so low because I want you to read this book. I want you to read this book. I want you to get lost in the story. I want you to escape to Anelthalien. Like, I love this series. I love this series so much. This like, Anelthalien is the kind of book, the Anelthalien series is the kind of series, the kind of story that you just, like, you feel like you sit down with this amazing storyteller and he just tells you the most amazing story with all these, like, crazy things and weird sights and fantastic things that you've never heard of before, and you just get so drawn into the story. You just want to hear more and more and more. But also, it's not just a fun story. Like, some books are fun and then, like, a week later you forget about them. But this book, it, like, digs into your soul. Like, it's like the storyteller, like, sees into your soul and knows exactly what you need to hear and includes that in the story in a way that you don't see it coming. But once it hits, man, it hits hard and hits deep. And it, like, it has the power to change you. And that's what it has felt like writing it. Like, God is a storyteller, and I'm just listening, and I'm writing it down. And then, like, once I get done writing, I'm like, what did I just... Wow. And that's what the whole series is like. And so, like, if you like stories that just stick with you and go down deep into your soul and, like, tell you things, like, tell you not to be afraid of going and doing the thing that God wants you to do, that stories that encourage you to be the person who God wants, stories that encourage you to just, like, live and not be afraid of things. Fear is a big thing of mine. There's so many other things. All 4 of the main characters learn things through this. And so no matter what kind of person you are, there's something for you. Like, Kindle's like me. She's, like, kind of afraid of doing things. She thinks people don't really think very much of her. She really wants somebody to like her, but doesn't think anybody likes her. Tad is angry. He's angry. And I've found a lot of people relate to Tad without relating to Tad at all. I relate to Tad a lot. And we don't really know why, but we do. He's just, like, he's just so relatable. You just gotta read it. Andrew's, like, the nerdy kid who gets beat up and bullied, and we're like, we love him and we want to give him a hug, and he just has a sad little life. And it gets really bad. It gets really bad in, like, the 4th book. And Ella's life is perfect, and everything is perfect, and she's perfect. But you'll find out that when you have that persona of being perfect, not everything is perfect. So if any of those sound like something you relate to, there's going to be a message in this series that punches you in the face and makes you cry because it's exactly what you needed to hear. Yeah, so that's what this series is like. It has deep, deep meaning. It's not just a fun story. It is super fun. And I can't be serious for very long. Tad can't be very serious for very long. And so there's funny stuff in it. There's times that are going to make you laugh out loud. There's times that are going to make you cry. There's times that are going to make you just, like, be quiet and just sit back and be like, wow, I needed that today. That's the kind of book Anelthalien is. That's the kind of series this is. Okay, back to what's on my little notebook. Okay, all the formats have updated illustrations, but in the ebook, I'm allowed to put in color illustrations, and there's 4 color ones. So, like, get the ebook if you want to see the color illustrations. They're beautiful. Oh, I love them. The hardback. So I made a new spine that, like, the first edition, the cover, the title pages, and the spine, none of them matched. None of them matched, and it bugged me. And so I drew the font for the cover page, I drew the font for the spine, I drew the font for the title pages, and now they all match. And the hardback, the spine is the thickest. Just, like, there's a giant loop on the A, and so I had to make the font really small to fit it on the spine, on the paperback. It's on here, but you can't, like, see it very well. I fixed it from here, even. But on the hardback, when I get it, when it finally comes to me in the mail, who knows when, I'll be able to see it, and I'll put it on Instagram and show how beautiful it is. And if you get it, you'll be able to see it and see how beautiful it is. But they all match. And also I wanted to tell you, like, how can you help me out with this book? Maybe you want to read it. Buy it. Please buy it. Maybe you know somebody who loves books like this. Please tell them about it. Please tell your friends about this book. They will be so happy you did. Please buy it. Please read it. If you do read it, please review it. If you got one of those free copies I was giving out before it came out. Like, it wasn't fully done yet, and so I gave it out for free, but I want people to read this book so bad. I gave it out for free for 1 month. If you read that, please go ahead and review it. The revised edition on Amazon, the revised edition on Goodreads, that's where it is. Make sure it's the revised edition, because that's the one I want to promote. Please, please, please do that. I'm begging you. I don't do this like promotion stuff often, so I'm not very good at it, but I'm just like begging you, please. Also, if you like, this isn't my kind of book, like I said, if you know somebody, like, tell a friend. Buy it for your nieces and nephews. It is appropriate. It's totally appropriate for middle grade. I've had people tell me they think it is a middle grade. Later in the series, I'm not sure if it's still, like, appropriate for middle grade, not because of anything inappropriate, but because of, like, hard topics. But it's for teenagers, like, totally appropriate for teenagers and things they deal with. Like I said, with Andrew, it gets really bad. It gets really bad, guys. It gets really bad. You're just gonna have to read it and see what happens to him. Anyway. And also, like, maybe you don't know anybody who likes this book. Maybe you don't want to read this book. Maybe you already read it. Also, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Goodreads. I'm on Amazon as an Amazon author. I'm on Facebook as the Anelthalien page. Follow me, subscribe, like my stuff, comment, like any of that stuff that's completely free to you. Maybe you don't have money, but you do like the book. Any of that stuff that's completely free to you, please do it. Please support me. And maybe whenever I run a sale, you can get it because you're following me. Because I put this book on Kindle Unlimited too. So if you have that, you can get it on Kindle Unlimited. And I wanted to revise this book and update it because I got it back in my possession from a, what are they called? HAPruitt publisher. I got it back from the HAPruitt publisher that I published it with, and so, like, the rights came back to me. And so before, I have never been able to do a sale on Anelthalien, but I've always wanted to because it's the first book. I don't want to get people hooked, and I know if you just read this first one, you're going to want to read the next ones. But now it's in my possession, and so I'm going to be able to run sales on it. I'm going to be able to put it at a discount price sometimes. So follow me, because I always follow authors. I'm like, I want to read their book, but I'm super cheap. And so I don't want to spend money. And so whenever they run a sale, I'm like, boom, buy, instant buy. Or when they make it for free, I'm like, boom, instant for free. So please follow me. So if I do make it for free or for sale, because I understand, I like books for free and for sale, then you can get it. So all that to say, I really, really, really want you to read this book, and I hope everything I said convinces you to read it. If you want to read a better version of the blurb, like, you can go to my website, www.HAPruitt.com. I put the updated blurb on there, or you can just go look it up on Amazon or Goodreads. It's got the blurb on there. Instead of me trying to read through this band, whatever. But please read this book and follow me and like and subscribe and comment and do all the things to help me out as an author. And I super appreciate you watching this video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye. Are you gonna say bye? No, he's not gonna say goodbye. You smell like fish. If you want to know more about Anelthalien or HAPruitt, please follow me on Instagram at HAPruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, HAPruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can find me on the Facebook page, HAPruitt Anelthalien. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name HAPruitt and the book Anelthalien, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anelthalien is. The website is HAPruitt.com.